Afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, you're all having a great day. So, we're back to working on the interior of the build. So, I didn't get much done this weekend. I was going to build the pillars underneath, and I started, and I realised I'd put the first layer or so in back to front. So I had to tear out what I'd already done. So let's move back to the room we were working on and see if we can fix that chair. I didn't really want to do too much inside off stream, which was why I was hoping to get more done with the pillars that are going to support the entire build from the island. Right, these are, I need a slab. Or maybe a trap. No, a trapdoor won't do because of the height, but it might do for the back. I'm going to grab... No, dark oak won't do, will it? It's a colour contrast I'm concerned about. So, there's some of you. There's some of you, just in case. I can't say I want to use those ones. Find you. I know I have some trapdoors. Go. And I like those ones. And the floor's dark, so they should be fine on the floor. First things first, let's see if we can... Oh. First things first, let's get my axe back. I had to make a trip to the Nether to dig some black stone for the build at the weekend. Now, where did I put my tools? I think I put them in this one. I did. Okay, so let's redo this chair. I like the shape, like I said. Problem is the colour. Just doesn't work. Change you now. Okay. Problem is the angle. I will get it eventually. Yeah. That was up at the back as well, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, there's no point putting you in just yet. So I'm just going to hit the same problem I had on the other side. Right. Better. Slabs. I need some slabs. what I was thinking about for this. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Thank you. Don't want to be trapped in there either. We can use these as we'll see how that one does. Tables. Gonna need to figure that one out. You're 3 wide. I drew that side. Move the torches off the floor. Might as well. Right, so you there. Just trying to get the spacing right for the seats. We'll leave that there because I'm going to have to put a doorway. And I'm thinking maybe we match the doorway up, or else it's going to have to be one off, a couple offset. Hi, Limbrogger, how you doing today? Thinking it might be better in line with this doorway. Or theoretically you could come straight in. Obviously need to fix it so that it looks right. But I think that's going to be the better option. You can't complain? Nah, I can't complain. The first day of the working week's over with, so I can't complain. Thank you for the meow, Ali. Hopefully you're doing okay as well. So, let's get... Now, I want you on the inside, not the outside. For the minute. I may end up changing that. In fact, it's probably better if I do put it on the outside. Thinking about it. Because I've got a tabletop to put in. And I don't want the table to be too thin. And if I have the trapdoors for the legs of the table, on the inside, I can't place anything in that block. They remembered about the raise? Awesome. I'm glad they sorted it for you, Ali. Because, yeah, that's a pain in the backside when you have to go yell at HR and payroll because they were supposed to put in your raise and didn't get round to it. It's not fun at all. Right. So let's grab... I want the end seats. To kind of be the same. Although the ones in between aren't going to be. Yeah, exactly. It's usually down to that. It's a case of, okay, somebody was meant to fill this bit of paperwork in but forgot, and or they did and they thought they'd given it to the right person, so on and so forth, because it happens. Right, so which way did I put it on the... I did, I put it directly on the top. It's not going on that one. It should go there. Let's hide the gap. Which now gives me space in here. Hide a light. This is the project I was going to do from the beginning of the season, but got sidetracked onto season 5 and some single player. So you haven't seen it. Down here are the trading halls. One of the trading halls anyway, that I did at the very beginning of the season. And above it is supposed to be a floor. This was supposed to be their temporary home. And above it is supposed to be a floating island with a castle-y, towery, lava build. So from between there and here will be some support columns, and below there and around it will be a floating island. This is theoretically was supposed to be the first of 5 islands. Each of the 4 trading halls were supposed to have their own island above it and a central island in the middle with kind of opposite themes. So there'd be one that was snow and ice and what have you, and this one was lava and stuff like that. But we're getting late into the season, and I only actually started building just after Christmas. I probably yeah, it'd be into the new year, I think, that I started building this. I did build an island way over there that I meant to put this on, but unfortunately the island's too high, so I had to move the building. I need to tear that one down at some point. I'm not sure how far I will get with it, because nobody knows how long the season's going to be. Hopefully there's still a good chunk of time, because we don't even know a release date yet. for the 120 build release. So it's a case of, and then once it does release, you know how it works. You have to wait for all the stuff that the server needs to be ready before we can switch to a new season. And plus they like to give us a little bit of time. Yeah, I forgot about that, didn't I? I can't put a light in there at all. Being completely dippy. Does any more slabs? It does look nice at night, Ali. I do like that. It will look a lot better once the support columns are in. And once the lava island is in underneath it. Hi, Piri. Thank you for the phantom. Hopefully you're having a good day. Grab those and grab some more. Don't think I really need them, but I'm going to grab a couple anyway, just in case. But yeah, I need to figure out some lighting. I know we've got lighting on the top, and theoretically, I don't need to put lighting in because it's light enough that it's above the light level of mobs spawning. But I would prefer a little bit of light, even if it's not a lot. I want a double one, thank you. How did the girlfriend's birthday go? You have a good time? Dark oak. I need some dark oak. You. I have you. Right, so there are 6. There's 5 or 6 chairs. Let's double check. I need to know how many trapdoors to make. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Wrong way. So that's 10 more trapdoors. Wrong one, thank you. I know theoretically I could use a banner to make a chair, but in fact, it might be in. Theoretically, I could put a banner backing onto that. It was good. Oh, I'm glad it went well that the parents met. Yeah, but that's to be expected that she's still recovering. But fingers crossed. Right. It gets cleared up very quickly. Nope. Definitely not. Okay. I can use spruce or I could use mangrove. Just get a little bit of both. Or I could use maybe spruce trapdoors. Oh, I'm glad she loved the gift. And like I say, I'm glad she's home and things are improving. Don't. Problem is, put those. I think I am going to have to do. Just don't really want to do these ones. They look wrong. There's no gap, which isn't unusual. I need a couple more dark oak. Help distinguish between where the seat ends and the table starts. Otherwise it is really going to look weird. Let's find the dark oak again. Spruce, terracotta, spruce, dark oak. My only issue with using dark oak is the bumpiness of it. On a table. Put you there, you there. Okay. Having thoughts. Where are you? I know I have a wool chest here somewhere. Chest, shulker here somewhere. And we have some pressure plates, that's good. We have some red carpet, that's awesome. Do we have any string? Let's grab a stack of that just in case. Yep, we have some string. I have a couple of options for lighting. I could either use double layered carpet underneath, put the table in, middle of the table in, with a light underneath that. Maybe about 600 trapdoors. Ouch. That's a lot of trapdoors to place, Lima. Limburg. Lim, even. So, can do is that, because it won't be noticeable. You'd have to be at a very weird angle to see the double layered carpet. Seeing as the table isn't really mahogany, I'm going to always get those words mixed up now. Pretty much guaranteed. Even though I know it's mangrove. So we want that one to change. Oops, not that one. You need to come back. That one to change. Put one in, but did I put it in the right place? I think I put it in here instead of the one next to it. That way there's support in the middle and support on each edges, kind of like a table. Gives me the 4. Should be enough. You're done. I am tempted to move that to the outside and that to the inside. But I don't think you could. Another one, because I think I had 8, so I only... but it's not too bad. Right, here. So I need some stairs, which are there. But I switched them round the other way, didn't I? Sat on straight underneath. It's just got to be weird. Nope. That's just not going to work like that. Okay, so I need a staircase. To go upwards. Come straight there. I can't put it here, that's just going to have to be a corridor. Which means I'm going to have to put it in this area going up here. And I'm going to have to use that existing calcite and pull it into the area, I think. As long as I have enough. But I think I have some more. Yeah, I have some more back at base. Well, at my storage base. Building base, whatever you want to call it. So how many stairs is it going to take to go upwards? Put you away, because I don't need the spruce at the minute. I probably will do afterwards, because we all know what it's like. I put things away, and what you put away you end up needing, because that's the way the universe works. Oh, okay, so they were those ones. No, thank you. So that gives me 40 to start with. Every single time, yeah. It's guaranteed 100%. Right, so that would go on this block. Then would be a decorative block there, which means yes, the stairs definitely need to go here. I don't want them more than 2 wide. Yeah, as guaranteed. When I freeze things, it's been a case of checking the destructions and tearing that bit of cardboard off and sticking it in the bag with whatever meat or produce I am putting in the freezer. I'm not sure it's going to stay this because it's very close to that. And at the moment I'm not going to put I'm going to take these blocks out. I just need to know how high I need to go And yes, I could just pillar up and count blocks, but I then find it's kind of weird if I do it actually need to turn a corner. It's easier sometimes just to place the stairs so I can figure it out. Because then I know the distance this way as well. But yeah, the number of times you throw instructions away and not realise I actually did need those. But then it's amazing how much packaging things come in. So where are we? So the block above that needs to be what I'm aiming for. So that's about there. Which isn't too bad. We may just be fine wall-wise for this room. Maybe not. Probably going to have to move it back a little bit. Because if the wall's there, it's only a 1 block gap to the stair. Thinking about it. So I'm probably better starting off around there. 2 blocks further back. I mean, it would end around here. And the floor would start here. I just have to be careful with that room, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, over packaging, single use. Exactly. Well, I'm very lucky. I have a greengrocer's at the top of the street. From my understanding, a lot of the veg they use is stuff they've grown themselves. As far as I'm concerned, is awesome. So when I bought a large bag of potatoes, and they were still, yeah, it's been awesome because the bag of potatoes I bought, and over a month later, there's still some of them there, and they're perfectly fine. They haven't gone green, they haven't sprouted. Because, yeah, as soon as they go green, you have to throw them, which is a shame. And when they sprouted, they're a pain. Exactly. It's how they used to work. But then I used to go to the greengrocers all the time, especially on the markets, because, yeah, it was fresh local stuff. I want to take those out. I was looking for scaffolding. So I'm really lucky to find one just kind of at the top of the street. Technically it's round the corner and at the top of the street, but it's really not that far at all. Now if I can find a local butcher's, it'd be fantastic as well. Oops. And yeah, I realise I still haven't put detail into the brickwork yet. But yeah, I really don't like buying the veg from the supermarket because it doesn't last. And if it doesn't, and it should last ages. It's kind of funny when I think about it. I was at work at one point and we were talking about fruit and veg, and I was saying about having to throw it away as soon as it starts going green. And I got some weird looks because they didn't understand you shouldn't be eating green potatoes. They're poisonous. It was something I grew up knowing, but it was never anything that they'd been told. When I explained why, they kind of looked at me weird and didn't believe me. So one of them did a Google search and said, "Wow, I didn't know that was what. That was why." And they'd just always been eating green potatoes, not thinking about it. True, they don't have a lot of taste either. And they were all so uniform kind of thing. It's been kind of nice this year too, though, with a lot of produce. Because with it being so dry over the summer, there was a lot of veg that looked a little weird because it didn't have enough water at the right time. But instead of them binning it, they actually got round to selling it because they didn't have a lot of choice. Yep, exactly. Even Minecraft knows they're bad. It's surprising how many people don't. And because potatoes don't last that long anymore, and a lot of veg doesn't, it's such a waste. I'll get off my soapbox. But yeah, the only thing I need to find, like I say now, is a good butcher's that's nearby. I'm putting that there, but it's probably not going to stay that big. I just want to put a base block in. Sometimes, but sometimes not. It annoys people. And it depends on the soapbox, because we all have our own views on things. And that's fine. You'd never progress if everybody had the same view. Oops, I did it again. I guess I lost that brick. Let's go and get another one. Nah, I think it's an English thing too. I think it's, to be honest, I think it's a human thing. Sometimes it helps just release the stress, just to vent. And then when you're talking to somebody will say something that will trigger a whole solution to a problem or a completely different way of looking at it. And that I find amazing. It was kind of something like similar. This weekend I was playing a game, and as usual I have YouTube or Twitch running in the background, and all of a sudden I heard this amazing voice. Never heard. And I look over and there's somebody that a lot of people would have already heard of, Suzanne Boyle, and it was her audition for Britain's Got Talent way back in 2009. Now in 2009, I was backpacking around New Zealand. So I'd never heard of this person. And talk about goosebumps. The lady made me cry. Her music was that beautiful. I am not surprised. And if you looked at her, you wouldn't have thought, and I'm sure a lot of people judge the book by the cover. But for me, it was a case of, soon as like I say, I was playing a game and then I heard this beautiful music and looked over and saw who was singing. And it was a case of, wow, her voice. And it's a case of, it's amazing what you can find without even looking for it. And amazing people's perspective on things. That can just change how you look at something. But yeah, needless to say, I listened to a few different songs that she'd done yesterday, and it was a case of wow, just wow. So yeah, it's amazing what you get from just seeing something slightly different, speaking to somebody different. Not judging. It's amazing what you can learn. So that's how I figured on that. It's a case of, you don't judge. Just be prepared to learn. And it helps. Sometimes you need to vent. You get a different perspective from somebody else. And you can learn some amazing things. Where's my carrots? What's going up or down? They're going up. That's good. Yeah, nowadays it's somehow an expectation that somebody's a good singer. They should also look a fashion model. And there's a reason I don't buy a. Yeah, yep, it can be that way. So, but yeah, it was a case of wow. But it's more of a modern concept that everybody should look a specific way. And we're all different. And you shouldn't have that kind of pressure put on anybody, male or female. Conform to a certain so-called today's standard of what is supposed to be beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. And no, I'm not going to add in the wrong way because everybody is beautiful. We're all unique. So this one needs to come up at least one more because if I remember right, it was in line with the top. Actually, it's one below, isn't it? Yeah. So that one needs to go there. Probably should have. Yeah. But it's kind of weird too. I must admit, it is really weird that way. For Hollywood, they all have to be this, this, and this. But I remember watching films as a kid, and they were the old black and white films, some of them. They were old even when I was a kid, if you know what I mean. And some of the actors were not tall. Yeah. Where's your carrots? Well, you can have carrots all you want. There is emeralds galore in the farming villager. The If you're coming into the public trading hall Never Hub, go to the right through that portal, and there's a whole bunch of villagers there that just give you carrots, and there should be emeralds there. If there aren't emeralds, let me know, and I'll restock with emeralds. Right, so that does that bit. I also need to remember to create some new starter kits. We're going to need something in the corner, another pillar. That's a cute one. I like the emoji, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to put exactly the same, so maybe dark oak or the stripped variant, because I don't want to use, depending upon how much dark oak I've got left. So I have 2.5 stacks. I have to remember to go buy some more. I could have trouble, couldn't I? Fingers crossed there's no trouble. Tell the universe we don't want any trouble. That's my trouble. Okay. I'm going to have to use stone because of fire spread. Serafina, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Because, yeah, I don't listen to as much music as I should do. It was after hearing Susan Boyle that I realised I used to listen to music every day on the hour trip to and the hour trip back from work. And now that I don't do that, and I haven't done that since pre-COVID, I haven't really listened to music in a long time. And that's such a shame. I need to get in the habit of listening to it more again. The thing was, right from leaving school back in 84 and travelling to and from work, I always listened to music for at least an hour and a half a day. I used to have a little portable radio with headphones, and then a cassette player with headphones, and then a CD player, and then it went to the little MIDI things. And I always had one. And I would listen to all sorts of music. Even when I was backpacking here, there, and everywhere, I did the same. And somehow, like I say, I kind of just got out of the habit, which I definitely need to change. Right, so I need some flooring. You need to get this door framed. I'm just going to put full blocks in for the minute. They're probably going to be switched out to part blocks. We need to wait for the server to restart. She's Australian. But that's not too bad sometimes, because sometimes people, it's a case of, because there is virtually a 12-hour time difference. They're home from work when either we're getting up or they're going to bed, they're up in the morning kind of thing. So sometimes that's a good thing because you can catch it, especially weekends kind of thing. But yeah, I'll have to check her out. Oh, and also, there may be some carrots in one of the chests in the trading hall if you need them. I seem to remember throwing some in there. But while I'm thinking about it, I do need to top up the chests. Just make a quick double check. I know it's not a building thing. I'm going the wrong way. There's my railway line. Okay, so there's the island I need to tear down. So I now know where I am. I have a whole bunch of stuff that can... golden carrots. Golden carrots. Emeralds. I haven't checked these for a little bit, so I really should check them while I'm remembering about it, otherwise I'm going to forget. But there are awesome people who've been keeping things topped up. So, apples, golden carrots. Yep, so there's still plenty of carrots. For those who need some. So 1, 2, 3. No. Stick in there. How are we doing for emeralds? Ah, there's still plenty of emeralds. There's also some carrots in there too. But while we're here, we may as well check the other halls. Sorry guys. Then we'll get back to building. Right. Exactly, music is awesome. Like I say, it's my own fault. Okay, so there's plenty of emeralds there. I will take them out and put some of them directly in. Okay, so there's a diamond ore there. Did I leave? Cable's head. That's awesome. What I should do is pinch that. No, that's not a cable's head. Is that? Is that? I don't think that's cable, is it? It's more like a... It's the eyes that are throwing me off. Not sure whose it is, so I better leave it. I was tempted to pinch it and put it on one of the spikes in the build. If anybody's got any spare heads of their own, I would like them added into the build. I have lots of impaling spikes for them to go on. Oops. Looks like somebody had an accident, bless. Never mind. We'll sort that out. We'll stick those emeralds in there because they're not needed just yet. Can I have some glass, please, Mr. Villager? Thank you. Get back to building. And we can fly the right way this time. Right, so I need some deep slate. Bet I moved all of it, didn't I? How are you doing with cooking? It's like you've completed. Deep slates here. And we want at least you probably more like a full stack. Excuse me. Some half slabs. And we want some half slabs of the posh variant. And I have a feeling I'm probably going to need more of these. More of those. But yeah, there's lots of spikes. I'm going to have to put heads on. Right, let's get rid of you. I don't particularly like you where you are. But may end up putting you here instead. That way it comes straight to the door. Problem is how narrow this is. It's really narrow. It's a lot narrower than I thought it would be. Because if I bring a block there and a block here, I have one wide. And that's really not going to work. How do I fix this? Put one in the corner as well. And build it up afterwards. Or remove it as a case maybe, in case if I do need the extra blocks. Sort that out afterwards. Nope, I won't. I'll sort it out now. Right. Gonna need to go get some more of that calcite. Right, so there's the diorite. I need to follow the line of the diorite. What do I need to drop? May as well drop off the glass. Grab another stack of those. Probably more than I need. It wasn't too bad, the landing. It should be this side. I'm not complaining. As long as I don't go kersplat, it's definitely a good landing. Switch you for torches. Put some on each side. Right. And that's where you're going to be. Right. Thank you. Yeah, lots of calcite. I'll try it in this. If I don't like it, I will change it. My thought process for using the calcite was because of this wall here. Because this wall and it having to come out 2 blocks left me very little room. It was a case of, okay, if I use the block that's already in existence, it will make it easier to put in depth. Because I like to have 2 blocks for a wall, at least. But even with 2, the problem of, like I was saying, is if this one comes out 2 blocks and this one comes out 2 blocks, I have 1 block. Yeah, that's the thing. It can be scary to get. Though I think, if I remember right, you can now find it in the mountain biome. Instead of having to hunt for the geodes. As long as I'm remembering correctly. Putting you there, but you technically you don't need to be. You can be that. I'm pretty sure you can. I seem to remember, I could easily be wrong. I just seem to remember hearing somewhere that because of how hard it was to get, things changed slightly. You're the wrong block. You should have been this one. And that's the thing, if you can get it from a mountain biome now, rather than just looking for amethyst, geodes, whatever you call them. Yeah. Go there. We just need to do the same on this one. Put corners where I need to. And yes, I could theoretically leave it glass. But I'm just concerned about the number of blocks fire spread does. And if I leave it glass where I can fill it in with a solid block, it may cut down on the distance. I can put wood. I could be completely wrong on that, but hey. I'd rather not have the place burned down. Place. Technically, even you that. Hang on. I was going to say you're the wrong place, but I'm going to need to put a doorway in. Okay. That's not where I want you. Try again. Okay. Still going to have trouble with this doorway. Let's move a little bit out of the way. Have you back? Thank you. Still down there, lava? Kind of. Almost gone. No, it definitely doesn't conform to fire safety regulations. Right, so maybe I do that way. I'm just trying to figure out how to blend the the extra bit in without taking the extra room in full. It's not right. It's not going to work that way. It really isn't. What's through? That won't do either. Just feels wrong. I was thinking of sealing that area off. Or maybe just having a doorway. Go straight from here into there. But I'm beginning to think the only way I can do it is make this room bigger. Pull this room right back to here. But my concern then is the dark oak, because the dark oak, if it's touching the lava, is going to catch fire. The whole area isn't going to work. It's too small. So my choices are make that room bigger, or make it a lot smaller. Which means redesigning all this lot. I don't really want to make this room smaller. Because that's a large doorway into a tiny corridor. And I still haven't put this block in. Theoretically, I could have that as a staircase room. I'm in the build on the second floor. Although, depending if you're American, I guess it would be classed as the third floor. Because we start on ground 1, 2. Ah, there we go. Hey, Rocky. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for the presents, by the way. You didn't need to, but I appreciate it. So, put your skull, I think this one's yours, right here. Oops. Incoming phantoms, watch out. Just go sleep. On the bottom floor is a bed, so... Wait a second. Just get my trusty bow out. The others will turn up eventually. They always do. Yeah, I placed the head there. There we go. Let's get rid of... So, yep, you've got a good spot. We've been one of the first heads. You got the spot just before the entrance to the where the villagers are going to eventually live. Knock a hole through here. You're eating lunch, that's awesome. Hopefully you're having something really nice. What I could do, that's fantastic. Don't really need to use a full block. I'm using a full block. But I don't need to. Knock these out a second. Oops. Ignore you. You need to be one of you for the minute. It's going to be hidden by the floor eventually. Put you there. Okay, so what I did in here was the note blocks. Don't think the note blocks would work there because of the colouring. They also count the ground floor as the first floor, do they? Oh, that's cool. Noodles and meat. As long as you're having something yummy, that's the main thing. I had tater ash for my lunch. I'm not sure where they're hiding, but I hear phantoms about. But I couldn't find any red cabbage. Pickled red cabbage with tater ash is usually awesome. As long as you like tater ash. Or corned beef hash for those who don't not recognise the slang term we tend to use for it. Okay. So let's replace you. Need to grab some more trapdoors. Amazing how many trapdoors I actually use. Or the other option, hang on. No, I don't want to use those. I will use spruce. Because I have tons of spruce. Composters. No, I don't want those. Let's get rid of the dark oak for a minute. Because I'll end up making the wrong thing. And I want the dark oak for the trapdoors. Spruce, dark oak. Few more. Actually, they will come in handy. Some more dark oak logs. Okay, back to the build. Sorry, Rocky, not ignoring you, just a case of I tend to be here, there and everywhere when I'm building. Backwards and forwards to storage. So, if we get rid of those for a start. I can put you in here. And you should be fine fire-wise. With being a composter, I would assume, and it is an assumption, that they'll behave kind of like chests and won't catch fire. Second. A pufferfish head. That's awesome. See if I can. That's cool. Oops. Alright. So then I can put you there. It makes it a little narrower. Just not sure about these bottom ones. Let's grab you. I do like the way the shape's gone round that door. It's just a shame the room's so narrow. Well, that's not where I meant it to be. That's the thing with calcite, it's so easy to break. We need the flooring. Which I was thinking of yeah, I can't get rid of you, can I? In which case, switch you out. There's a Christmas head, yeah? One of the Christmas baubles. And maybe if you're going to be... If you want to lend a hand, you can always make me some more composters out of the spruce. Just use a stack of the spruce, that would be awesome. Up to you. If you don't want to, don't feel obliged to. I can make them in a second. Okay, thank you very much. And we could put you here. Do the same here for you. You went that way, that way. That way, that way. Go. And very narrow though. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Got to work with what you've got. You can still make great things, even if you don't have a lot. And there isn't a lot of space. Do the same on these ones. Go to bottom, top, top. Let's go grab some more slabs. Oh yeah, slabs are fine. Not going to cost me any more space. Well, resources, I should say, rather than space. You're going to be a narrow service way to the kitchen. So how am I going to figure out a kitchen in that much space? I don't have a clue. Not yet anyway. But I'll work something out. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I appreciate that. Yeah. Grab you. Got there. You to disappear. Well, we're almost there. You. I want some more slabs. I want more than that. Hopefully that should do. We'll see. And this one here. Right, so I'm going to need a doorway. But first things first, let's grab some more slabs. Can go there. Give me a stack. Give me a few more of those. Come on. Case of flying, not crashing. I may end up changing these blocks out for something else, but for the minute, I'm going to bring that outdoor path indoors. They at least need a base level to start the stairs on. Okay, so that's not going to do. Problem is a corner. You have a great time, Rocky. Say hi to Cable. Okay. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Go down there for a second. What have I got that I can get rid of? Oh, gives me a couple of spaces. So you're going directly to the corner. No, I don't want half slabs, I want full blocks. We'll see. I'm going to have to switch a couple of those out to something else. I know I am. Okay, so question then becomes where exactly I place a doorway. Put it in the middle for the minute. Want at least those two. Wrong block. Be a second. It is just noticed the time. It is after 7 and it's time for me to have some food. So I will call it a stream there. We haven't got a lot done today, unfortunately. And what I have got done, I'm not overly happy with. So things may change between now and next. Well, it won't change too much between now and next stream, because next stream's tomorrow. So I will see who it... Okay, so it looks like Tango is streaming. So if you give me a second, I will see about starting a raid and send you guys Tango's way. Hopefully you will all have a great rest of the day. And for those who can pop by tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you. If not, next time you get the chance, it will be amazing to see you. Take care of yourself. Have a great evening, okay? Bye, everyone.